Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So I'm using my phone today, guys. So bear with me. I usually use my computer. If you hear any noise, it's the kids playing downstairs. It's all fun and games here, but I wanted to get a preview out of this Liverpool Everton game out to you guys. Sorry, I haven't been about since Saturday. Did a video Saturday, which was a good video, 100 subscriber special. Had a good 2-hour video. Call-ins, thanks guys for calling in. Great comments as well. Good interaction. It was a great time. Good video. And then obviously I didn't do match reaction to the Southampton game in the weekend's football because I wasn't feeling too good. And then so when I'm not feeling too good, I don't want to do a half-assed video for you guys. I want to give you my best. And then obviously on Monday, I did do a video. Mondays, I usually do the weekend review. And unfortunately, I didn't get one up. I was not very busy during the day Monday. And then obviously, I was on Steve's channel in the evening. So that's Statman Stubbs football channel. Go over there and subscribe to him, guys. I was there last night reviewing last weekend's action. So I'm here now, guys. I'm just going to talk about the Liverpool Everton game that is tonight. Just a nice quick video, so I'll get one up to you guys. Remember, if you're new, please like, please subscribe, please hit the bell. It's all free, it's all good. And I'll be back with more content as well, guys. So I'm going to do this video now. And then I will have a match reaction video up on Thursday night. And then Friday night I'll be doing my preview, and then I'll be back weekend for a normal show on Saturday night, call-in show, fun and games. So guys, let's talk about it. Liverpool versus Everton, Goodison Park, Merseyside Derby. 8:15 kick-off tonight. Amazon Prime, I believe it's on. So yeah, this is going to be it should be a 3-point game for Liverpool, this match. The way we're playing at the moment, last 3 games, absolutely firing at the moment. The last 3 games, I think we scored 10 goals, conceded none, kept 3 clean sheets. Obviously beating Arsenal 4-0, Porto, and then smashing Southampton 4-0 last weekend was a fantastic performance by the Reds. And we're coming to this game tonight in amazing form. We're 2 points off Chelsea after Chelsea dropping points off Man United. Everton are in the worst form they've been in a long time. They're in dire form at the moment. They've got quite a few injuries, to key players as well in key areas. It's going to be hard for them to put out a good first 11 today. Rafa, problems with Rafa, with the fans, and should he be there? Should he not be there? They've not really taken to him. He hasn't had the money, so there's a lot of problems at Everton at the moment. Obviously, they haven't got the money to spend. After spending terribly over the last 3 to 4 years since new owners came in, they've spent wasted millions or hundreds of millions of pounds they've wasted at Everton. So obviously Rafa didn't really have no money to come in this season. They probably ain't got money to sack him. He's in dire straits there. For me, Rafa looks like he's lost his mojo a little bit. He's lost something about him. And Liverpool they're flying at the moment. And there's a lot of predictions going around in this game that this is going to be a hammering. This is going to be a big win for Liverpool. I believe it will be as well. I'll get to my prediction later. But I think if we come here, we go to Goodison Park and not play the occasion because it's a derby and it's Everton. Don't play the occasion. Just play the 11 players that are in front of you. We should wipe the floor with this team, especially with the team I think he's going to put out. So let's talk about it, guys. Let's talk about the team Jurgen Klopp might likely pick for this game today. So, of course, we're going to go with Alisson in goal. Alisson's, he's number 1, undisputed. and at the moment in time, probably the most informed goalkeeper in the Premier League. Right backs, Trent, no other option really for a right back to come in for Trent, but Trent's in great form himself. I think he's third in the assists in the league this season already, just behind Pogba and Salah himself. He's going a bit not spoke about as much this season, Trent, because of the form of Reece James at Chelsea. Yes, Reece James is in great form, but when you look at the stats, Trent is still ahead. He's still ahead, and he's not really getting spoken about. And I don't really care. I know how good Trent is. All Liverpool fans know how good Trent Alexander-Arnold is. We don't need to compare him to anyone. Everyone compares him to us, to be fair. Hi, Doug. How are you, mate? Hope you're good. Hope you're good. I'm just doing this quick little video. Doing it on my phone, Doug. I've never done anything on my phone before. I usually do it on my computer, so just bear with me. But yeah, Trent, fantastic form. As I said, going completely unnoticed. And this season, not getting spoke about because of the form of Reece James. But us Liverpool fans, we don't compare anyone. It's rival fans comparing their players to us, because obviously that means our players are generational and far better players, and that's why you have to keep comparing. Centre backs, I've been on record saying I like Konate, and I think Konate was bought to replace Joe Gomez in the team and be the future captain, the future partner to Virgil van Dijk. Now, a lot of people, there's a lot of love for Joe Gomez, and we all love Joe Gomez and what he's done for the club. And he's only young himself. He's 24, 25. Young lad. But the injuries keep mounting up for Joe Gomez quite seriously. And yes, a lot of people think he's Virgil's best partner for that run of games they had. They conceded less goals, and I understand that. And, Virgil might say Joe complements him better than all the other centre-backs. But him and Joel Matip are, they're fantastic together, and long may that continue for me. But Konate's got some problems positionally. He's still a young lad. I think he's 21, 22. If he's doing this at 29, 30, then there's no way back for Konate. But he's 21, 22, and he can learn to take these things out of his game. And I think Ibrahima Konate will, and he's going to be a fantastic signing, and he's going to look like a bargain in a few years' time. I'm telling you. I think he will be Virgil's future partner. I think it will be Konate, Virgil for the next couple of years to come, and maybe towards the end of this season we'll see that partnership even more. But I would play Matip in this game. I would leave Konate more for the home fixtures. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see Konate again till when we play Aston Villa in our next home game, the 11th of December. 2 away games coming up, this and Wolves. I wouldn't be surprised if Matip plays both games. Konate plays the home fixture, and that's a way of building him in and protecting him at the same time. So I'm going Matip and Virgil centre backs and Robbo at left back. No question, Robbo at left back. Look, I like Tsimikas. Don't get me wrong. Tsimikas is a fantastic left back and a great option for us. An amazing option as a squad player. Really, really, really like Tsimikas. We've got proper competition at left back, and that's what football's about, competition, especially for places in your team. And the slander Robbo's been getting online is ridiculous. I think people forget how good Andy Robertson is. The years he's been at Liverpool, the 3 or 4 years especially the last 3 years, 4 years, he's been unquestionably best left back in world football. And all of a sudden, because Tsimikas is playing well, we think he should start. And look, I don't care how good he is. Robbo on his day is a better left back, and he's possibly the best left back in Europe on his day. And if you've got a player that good in that position, and they're fit and they're healthy and they're ready to go and they're firing, then they play. It's as simple as that. I don't get why people get so upset about it that, Robbo didn't deserve to come back in the team. Well, I think when he came on against Porto, I think he showed everyone that he's still a better left back. And then against Southampton, I think he showed it as well. Look, Tsimikas is a great left back, but he couldn't put in that performance Robbo put in. And that's why Robbo plays, and he will play this game. Plus his experience in Merseyside derbies will help. So yeah, that's my back four and goalkeepers. So Ali, Trent, Robbo, Matip, Virgil. Pretty standard, pretty easy to guess really. But Konate could be, I personally keep Konate for home games to protect him a bit more while he's learning still, but I wouldn't be surprised if Konate played. Midfield, right? And the midfield three. Right, I've been on record saying this many times on my videos, on other people's videos. I've been saying this. The midfield three should be, the midfield two, when they're fit and available, they play. I don't care. I don't want to hear they need to be rested for this game and that game. I don't want that. Thiago and Fabinho play every game for me. They start every game when they're fit. Look, if you're coasting games like we were against Southampton, Thiago came off after an hour, came off after 60 minutes. That's perfect. That's what you want. That's how you play it. You don't rest them for the next game. Look, we've been conceding goals, sloppy goals this season, and it's not to do with the defenders we have. The way we play, look, we all know we play high energy, high line, we play high risk but high reward football, and that's what Klopp likes to play. He plays fullbacks as wide midfielders. He plays it for a reason, and the reason he plays it is because you've got Van Dijk at the back and Alisson in goal, and he thinks with them two in them positions, he can risk more going forward, so he plays that way. I don't understand why people don't understand that. But when you haven't got the midfield that we haven't in the early stages of this season because of injuries, then that's the reason we were conceding goals, because we're being sloppy in midfield and people were getting in behind our midfield very easy and right on top of our back line. And it don't matter who you got at the back. If they're not protected, it keeps happening, you're going to concede sloppy goals. And I think with Fabinho and Thiago together now, they've not lost playing together. We hardly concede goals when they play together. Look at our last 3 games they played together. We ain't conceded a goal. We got more control of the football in the midfield, which is very important. I mean, that is one of the things I will say before they came back in the team. We were giving over possession in our midfield, turning it over too many times, and we're too easy to get in between the lines against. So we left too many gaps. The gap between the defence and the midfield was too wide, and there was no one sitting when Fabinho was injured, and things like this. So Fabinho and Thiago play when they're fit for me. And if you're coasting in the game, or you're 2 or 3 after an hour, you can bring one of them off, rest them. 10 minutes later, you can bring the other one off. You're coasting the game. It's fine. That's the way we should be dealing with it and resting them, not resting them for the next match. Don't want to see that no more. The midfielder to go with him will be Hendo. The Ox has been fantastic this season for me. He's been one of our better midfielders because of the injuries to our team in that position this season. And I think the Ox done really well. As I said, the Ox just needs game time, rhythm, minutes on the pitch, and he'll get back to somewhere near his best. Now, he's not near his best yet, obviously, but he's getting there, and it's unfortunate for him, but that midfield of Hendo, Thiago and Fabinho, I just think complements each other so well. And I love Hendo. He's our leader, he's our captain, and he's my captain, and I love the guy. But I thought this season his performances ain't always warranted starts for me. And I think he's only started because he's club captain. And he's got that higher esteem in the club, so he plays. But recently, the last 3 games, I've seen a bit different to Hendo. And I think it helps that he's got Fabinho back in the team and Thiago back in the team. And I think that's helping his performance because he ain't got to run so much. Hendo's getting on. He's 30 now. He's an athlete, Hendo. but he doesn't get across the pitch maybe quite as well as he used to. But he's still a very, very good passer of the ball, very underrated. He's passing it from Hendo. He retains possession really well, and he's a battler and a fighter. And you go with the technical ability of Thiago, and then the defensive rock and composure of Fabinho in that midfield. And I think that all complements each other brilliantly, and that's my starting midfield three going forward. Now we know Keita will be back in training possibly this week, looking ahead maybe for the Villa game. He'll be fit for. He might even be in the squad for the Wolves game the weekend. But more than likely for the Villa game the following weekend. And that's brilliant news. So we're getting players back at the busiest time of year, guys. Bobby Firmino, I think Klopp said, will be back the week after. So in training. So we're getting players back in at the most important time of the year. And that's good news for us. And, you know, with the rumours now, the African Cup of Nations, that Salah, Mane and Keita will only miss 2 games. All this news and stuff being going around saying they're going to miss 6 to 8 games. Well, looking at it, what I saw on Sky Sports News the other day, the breaking news was that they're trying to do a deal where they can go a week before the AFCON starts instead of 2 weeks, which means they'll play the Chelsea game, and then after that game they're all going instead of Boxing Day. So that way, because of the way it's going to work, they're only going to miss 2 Premier League games. They wouldn't have played the FA Cup matches anyway, and then we got a 2-week winter break. And then after that, the winter break is when the semi-final or final of the AFCON is. So after that, they'll be back. So they'll only miss 2 Premier League games. So we should be able to cope with that for 2 Premier League games, especially with the form of man up front. I'll talk about first, Diogo Jota. Fantastic form. That I've always been on record. I don't think he's the perfect number 9 and can play that position, you know, as well as Bobby Firmino, because Bobby Firmino approach play is far better than Diogo Jota's. But Diogo Jota is a sublime finisher. He's a far better finisher, and that's what I look at. You know, his finishing wins games. I love Firmino. I always have since he's joined the club, especially since under the Klopp era. He's been one of my favourite players, and Firmino's approach play, his hold-up play, and the way he brings other players into the game, and his link between the attack and midfield is first rate for me. But you always get a question his finishing, and you know, he gets goals. He will get goals in a season, but Jota will get more. Jota will get more, and Jota is always in that position you want your number 9 to be in. You know, I want him to score tap-ins. Your number 9 should be scoring tap-ins. You know, that's the job. That's their job. Look at the legends and number. I'll go back to people like Gary Lineker. Gary Lineker scored tap-ins. You know, got 50 tap-ins a season. Because that's what your number 9 should be doing. They should be the finisher. And Jota's always in that position at the moment. He's got great ability at finding space in the box, and that is a skill. It's not luck; it's a skill. Finding that ability in the box is a skill, and he seems to do it time and time again. And he's got 7 goals this season. Same with Mane, who I'm going to talk about next. Mane going completely under the radar for me this season. If it weren't for Salah's form and the way Salah's playing and just everything he does at this moment in time, I think people will be talking about Mane as best player in the league. I really do. I think he's gone such under the radar. You know, especially when last season he had an awful season. Everyone said he was finished, gone. He hasn't got the pace no more. He can't beat a man anymore. All rubbish. Just had a bad year. No confidence. Probably depressed through COVID. All this stuff just gets on top of you. It's an awful year for everyone. And then this year he's bounced back. He had a summer off, lovely and rested. Looks leaner. Looks fitter. You know, he looks as quick as he ever did. He takes a man on still with ease. You know, I love Mane, and he looks on top of his game. 7 goals in the league this season. He's probably got 8 or 9, I think, all in all competitions, or maybe 10 in all competitions. And so pivotal to the way we play, especially him and Robbo. That teamwork they have together on the left-hand side is amazing. I absolutely adore it, and they know where each other are at all times. You know, Mane can run at speed, and he doesn't even need to look up and break his running stance to know where Robbo's going to be on the overlap. And it's a lovely partnership they got over there. And the same with Salah and Trent on the right hand side. And let's talk about Salah now. Now, Mo Salah is unquestionably, for me, the best player in the world right now. You know, incoming 7th in Ballon d'Or was a joke. You know, Ronaldo come ahead of him. Jorginho coming third. I mean, that trophy, no one should take the Ballon d'Or seriously. It's a popularity contest. It's like the person winning X Factor is not the best singer. You know, depends how they look. It's a popularity contest. You know, I'm not that I argue Messi winning it, because Messi stats from because they go from January 1st till, you know, the end of December. They go for a whole 12 months. It's not over a season. And maybe they need to look at that and change the way they do the Ballon d'Or and do it seasonally. But they do it for a 12-month period. And I mean, Messi's stats are ridiculous. It's only because he's at PSG now and he hasn't started the season well, and he's been poor to his standards. He's been very poor. But let's not forget, I mean, he won the Copa with Argentina. He had the most goals, most assists, and was player of the tournament. Won his first international tournament. Everyone keep labelling him out that he couldn't win. Now he has, and people still moan. If it weren't for Messi, Barcelona wouldn't even been in a title race last season. Let's face it, they wouldn't even been in a title race without Messi last season. I think he still got 40 goals last season in a Barcelona team that was struggling, really struggling. He still got 40 goals and like 15 assists. You know, so him winning it doesn't really bother me, but yeah, it's a popularity contest, guys, at the end of the day. It's who's most famous, who's most popular, you know what I mean? So don't get worked up about it. That's not a worry. We all know Salah's the best player in the world at the moment. And, you know, he's on 11 goals this season, 17 in 17 in all competitions. It's ridiculous. The stats are phenomenal. I think he's the top assist in the league now. He's just taken over Pogba, is he, on 8? I think so. He might be on 7 with Pogba. His assists are outstanding, and he's doing the job. And even when Salah don't score, he's involved in everything we do going forward. Involved in everything, you know. So he's one scary player. I wouldn't want to play against him. And you know, that front three tonight are going to cause mayhem to that Everton defence. Now Everton are probably going to sit right back. They're going to sit really deep, like they did against Man City. They might even play even deeper against us and try and just get out of there with a draw. I don't think they're going to look to attack much. Liverpool go up all the ball, and it's going to be about breaking Everton down. But as soon as we break them down and get the first goal, the walls will be completely broken, and their will be gone, because, you know, they're losing. I think they've got 6 games in a row or something like that, ridiculous like that. So, you know, once we score, break down that resistance, you know, I can't see Everton keep going. And Rafa, as much as I love the man, you know, he looks like his mojo's gone, as I said. And I don't see how he's going to continue at that job. Hi, Sammy. How are you, mate? You good? You good? Yeah, so Rafa, he's going to struggle at Everton for me. I mean, it could be I'm predicting right now, I'm predicting a 4-5-0 win for Liverpool. Yeah, I'm predicting a big win for Liverpool, 4-5-0. I don't think Southampton. I don't know if Everton are much better in Southampton. Don't think Everton are better in Arsenal, and we put them teams away quite comfortably. Now I know it's a Merseyside derby and anything can happen, but as Sammy says here, Everton have got a lot of injuries, and they've got a lot of injuries. Sammy, all their real key players are injured at the moment, and they've got no forward line at the moment. We play same time, so maybe I just have to. Let's get on my phone. Yeah, just kidding. I mean, if Everton are going to play 4-4-1-1. I think that's how they're going to play. They ain't going to play 5 at the back, because playing 5 at the back against Liverpool is a terrible idea, as Southampton showed you on the weekend. think Everton are going to play 4-4-1-1, you know, and I think they'll just leave Rondon up front on his own. And I think Richarlison's fit for this game. I don't think he was suspended for the last game, wasn't he? They'll probably have Richarlison on the left-hand side, maybe Iwobi on the right-hand side, and then whoever they can get in the midfield. And they're just going to sit deep. They're going to sit back, sit deep, and try and take up the pressure and get out of there with a draw or try and nick it 1-0. That's going to be Everton's game plan. Liverpool go have all the ball, all the attack. And I said, as soon as Liverpool break that resistance, and as soon as they do break that resistance, it could get really bad for Everton. I mean, really bad. Because the form they're in, I think they ain't won, I think they've got 5 or 6 in a row in all competitions, and it's not going well for them. And I just can't see anything but a good 3 points here from Liverpool. And, you know, with Man City play Aston Villa at the same time, 8:15, and Stevie, Villa, they're in form, 2 wins out of 2. And I think Stevie will have a go at Man City. I don't think Stevie will be as worried about Man City as other teams usually are. I think Villa will go to Man City today with a good structure, a good base, you know, well disciplined, and will give it their best shot. And, you know, Stevie's going to want a win if Liverpool beating Everton in the Merseyside Derby. It gives us extra momentum. So, yeah. Jamie, you have to pay extra hours on Prime. Yeah, I mean, my Amazon Prime, I think, $6.99 a month, and you get everything. $7.99 a month, and you get, you know, everything, and you get the football and everything on it. Have a look, Sammy. I don't know what it's like for you where you are in Trinidad. You're in, so it could be different, but here it's just it's £7.99, which is a good deal, really. So yeah, and I think you can watch multiple matches at the same time as well. I think you can have like 2 matches on your screen at the same time. But yeah, guys, that's going to be it for me. I just wanted to do a quick video. As I said, I haven't streamed much. Keep an eye on the Watford. I think they can nick a draw. You think Watford can nick a draw? Look, if Watford nick a draw against Chelsea, I'll be extremely shocked. I mean, you know, that Watford-Chelsea game. Chelsea they have a point of proof for that draw against Man United, and they know Liverpool, Man City are breathing right down their neck now. So if Watford can somehow get a point against Chelsea, that'd be amazing. Look, Chelsea have got some difficult games coming up over this month. Now, Liverpool's December is not actually too bad, the fixtures we have, and I'd expect us to win most of our games this month, to be fair. I mean, Chelsea is our hardest game this month, 28th of December. That's our hardest game this month. I think we've got Leicester as well. But apart from that, the games we got are quite standard, and we should be winning. So we need definitely to win this game tonight. Put Everton to bed. Good result. Look, we're scoring 2.5 goals a game so far this season. We're scoring on average, so we're scoring, you know, lately we're scoring 3 goals or more in the last 16 games. It's an incredible record we got. So I can't see Everton, you know, stopping that process. Watford, Chelsea, it's going to be a tight one. I expect Chelsea to get past Watford without any trouble. If they nick a draw, well, Sammy, I'll DM you. Congratulations on that result. If they can nick a draw, and Man City, Villa, that's an interesting game for me, Villa, because I do think Villa will come and have a go at Man City. And, you know, Stevie's he's got that team going at the moment, 2 wins out of 2. They're in form. They go feel up for it. I think they're just going to sit back and let Man City play. I think Villa will give it a go, you know. This is an interesting night tonight. Really interesting night. You know, into tonight, Liverpool could be top of the league, you know. Or it could just be exactly the same as it is right now. 2-point gap between first and third. It's going to be a good one tonight, guys. So that's it for me. I will be back Thursday night at 10 p.m, guys. So look out for that Thursday night at 10 p.m, where I'll be looking at the Liverpool-Everton result and all the games this midweek, the Tuesday and Wednesday games. I'll be looking back at that. And then on Friday, I am on Steve's channel, Statman Stubbs Football Channel. I'll be on there doing the quiz at 9 o'clock. Guys, go over there on Friday and view that. I'll be on there. I will try and get a preview video up for the Liverpool Wolves game on Friday as well. And then Saturday, I'll be back with my Liverpool Wolves match reaction video, and I'll be doing another call-in show on Saturday night because that went really well last Saturday. That was a good time, good videos, had good views. I really liked that. I thought that was a good time, so I'll be doing that again Saturday. So look out for me, guys. Follow me on my socials on Twitter, Jamie LFC39, where I'll post up everything that's going on. And guys, I will see you very soon.